What is up, everyone? My name is Jack Southall, back again with a Monday Night Raw review. Of course, this is the first Raw of 2016. Let me just adjust camera here. There we go. So yeah, first Raw of 2016. We're in San Antonio, Texas. I'm just going to quickly skim over the bits I already talked about because my fucking phone stopped recording because it had so much used up data and it fucking pissed me off. So, yeah, Stephanie and Roman Reigns kind of promo. Roman Reigns wasn't shit. 10 minutes, awesome, yeah. Kevin Owens took on Neville. He beat Neville in what I heard was a pretty good match. Dean Ambrose was on commentary and he beat the shit out of Owens afterwards because Owens beat the shit out of Neville. So, yeah, just quickly skim over that. Then we get Stardust versus Titus O'Neil. Now, for those of you who don't know, Stardust, he usually does his crazy, zany, promos he always does with the stars behind him and all that. And for some reason, Titus O'Neil likes to pop up and take the piss out of him. So, yeah, so this is how this match kind of started. Titus O'Neil beat him, and yeah, sick. So, before that happened, Limousine showed up in the parking garage. Vince McMahon stepped out. JoJo interviewed him on his arrest. McMahon says it's a new year. He was arrested, all charges were dropped, and that's when you have a really good attorney. The irony is he broke the law last week, and now this week he is the law. Then we get a WWE Network ad, sick. We get Becky Lynch warming up backstage with Charlotte. And she asks if the match between the two of them tonight, I think she did. Charlotte looks pretty annoyed and pissed off, and Becky hopes Charlotte's alright with it, and that she isn't, since she already beat her fair and square. And they just squabble between each other. They do a pinky swear, pinky swear like this. Ric Flair came up, startled Becky, and did his woo kind of thing in the spirit of competition, and walked up with the daughter, which leads to the match between the two. And they had a very, very good Divas match, and which is really cool. She's learnt from her mistakes since her last encounter, and so Becky Lynch gets the roll-up and wins the match, and I thought it was quite good for a Divas match on Raw. Ric Flair gets on the apron and distracts her. Charlotte attacks Becky from behind, hits the spear, and then she just goes all out on Becky Lynch. She is pissed off that Becky actually beat her, and then they do the big woo in the crowd, in the front, and yeah, Charlotte is, we can safely say, is officially heel. So don't be surprised if Charlotte versus Becky Lynch happens at the Royal Rumble for the Divas title. I think those two girls could tear the house down, but then again, they're having a match on SmackDown on Sci-Fi, which I'm like, you could have saved it to the Royal Rumble. I know they want to hype up the SmackDown being on Sci-Fi, but I guarantee you they'll hype it up for 3 weeks, and then the next couple of weeks they won't give a shit. That's what they always do. They did that when they moved it to Thursdays. They just do it with everything, and this will be a nothing show again. So Vinnie Mac's talking to a little short Bad News Brown when Sheamus walks in, gives him a hug, and then he says his history's being made, and he wants to go through some pre-fight instructions, and that there's no interference, foreign objects, gouging, blah 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 blah. And then Sheamus, he looks like, what the fuck? McMahon smirks, may the luck of the Irish be with you. Get it, because Star Wars is out, may the force be with you. Laughing myself to tears. So, we get Ryback versus The Big Show. Are you excited? Oh man, I was so excited that I had to take a piss when this match was announced. I'm actually not kidding, I had to legitimately take a piss. But don't worry guys, because this match didn't really happen. So Ryback and Big Show took place, and then all of a sudden the Wyatt family pops up and just murders both of them. Fantastic. They announced they're going to be in the Rumble match, all 4 of them, and yeah, it'd be nice to see Bray Wyatt kind of dominate a little bit for the Royal Rumble. I think that'd be really, really cool. So yeah, this match ends in a no contest, obviously. So we get a tag team match with the Usos taking on Rusev and Alberto Del Rio from the League of Nations, and it was an okay tag team match. It was like a little bit above your average tag match, but it was still pretty average. Rusev and Alberto Del Rio picked up the win, and yeah, alright match. So then we get Dolph Ziggler taking on Heath Slater, the one-man band, baby! Oh god. He came out there with Curtis Axel, Adam Rose, and Bo Dallas. It's the modern day Job Squad. These guys have not been on TV since dog's years. I know Heath Slater pops in every now and then because he's resident jobber. Bo Dallas is in that, which sucks. Adam Rose, fuck Adam Rose. And Curtis Axel, yay, Axelmania's running wild, buddy. And so, no one in the ring got any kind of type of pop coming out because this crowd sucked. They have an alright match. How this happened, Ziggler set up for a super kick. Adam Rose got on the apron. Slater gave him the roll up, but then Ziggler does the roll up. Bo Dallas distracts Ziggler. Slater then rolls him up and beats Dolph Ziggler. Heath Slater won a match on Raw. What the fuck? Heath Slater won a match on Raw. What is this shit? I thought the League of Nations, more like the League of Mid-Carders, was bad. Now we've got a fucking Job Squad. 4-on-4 match, WrestleMania 32. Book that shit. So, yeah, Heath Slater with his Job Squad. I know, they're called the Social Outcasts. What? Alright, I guess. Job Squad 2.0 would have been 10 times better. You know what? Fuck them. I'm not going to call them the Social Outcasts. Instead, I'm going to call them Job Squad 2.0 because that's what they are. Then we get New Day walking backstage, and Roman Reigns is in the locker room with Vinnie Mac comes in and says he wants to go over the pre-fight instructions, you know, oh shit. The man goes over the same list, and he emphasizes his command is supposed to be followed. So, New Day makes their way to the ring, and Big E says 2015 will be the most magical years of their life, and they're going to break Kalisto and those dirty, disgusting Dudley boys. Faster than Mike Tyson broke his booty on that hoverboard. If you guys don't know, there's a video out there of Mike Tyson going on a little, like, hoverboard, and by hoverboard I mean the one with two wheels. Seriously, my brother's friend has one of those. And he just fell on his ass, and they took the piss out of him, and that, they say he's got a New Year gift, and they're going to start a countdown. I'm like, what? And it was like 5, 4, and then all of a sudden, Chris Jericho's countdown happens, and I'm like, oh shit! And so Chris Jericho comes out onto the stage, and I'm just like, fuck yes. Welcome to Raw is Jericho! And I'm like, I love Chris Jericho, holy shit. And that he's the Ayatollah of rock and roll. He does his usual shtick with New Day, and that he's returned to save the WWE, and that Xavier Woods asked, did you even watch WWE last year? And, well, obviously, he was at Night of Champions last year, so that kind of gets... And that they've already saved it with the power of positivity, and that the only thing is positive is the minute Y2J is already more entertaining than the rest of Raw. The truth in that, oh my god. Network subscriptions, television ratings, and even live attendance all need a shot in the arm and a booze, which is a code for our ratings suck. So Jericho starts to call him a Rudy Tooty Booty, which starts the chant of the night, and then Jericho throws a bombshell and says that he's going to be in the Royal Rumble match. Oh damn. So does that mean he's going to be in the main roster now, or is he just here to show up to be in the Royal Rumble? I don't think he's going to win this. I think he'll be there to go, hey, Jericho's in. That's pretty awesome. He might be in, like, the final 5 or whatever, but who knows. It said he's going to win and go on to main event WrestleMania for the second time. He's a 6-time world champion and first ever undisputed champion. He's already main evented WrestleMania with Triple H at WrestleMania 18. And that he's the best in the world at what he does. And that this company will never, ever be the same again. And so, did you hear that voice break? Holy shit. Anyway, any gay, any day, the New Day took on Kalisto and the Dudley Boys. And, yeah, okay, match. I honestly think Kalisto, I think Sin Cara got himself injured, which seems to be the story of his career. It's either botches or injuries. Poor Sin Cara, man. But, Hunico, the guy who's performing as Sin Cara, was way better than Mystico. I mean, seriously, he hurt his little finger and he had to call off the match. Boo-hoo. That's when Del Rio got pissed off at him. And so, how this ended, this was a alright, 6-man tag. They go for the what's up bit, but Kingston pushed him off, and it's pretty much a big back and forth thing happened between Dudley Boys and New Day, and Kingston knocks off Devon, and then Bubba's knocked out. New Day hits the Midnight Hour, which is like Big E's got up this, Kofi just drops him, and they get the win. So then we get to the main event, which is for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, Sheamus versus the champion Roman Reigns, with special guest referee Vince McMahon. And for some reason, Vince was wearing his little referee shirt, which was so funny to me. And so these guys have, to be honest with you, a really, really good match in my opinion. They went out, it was very back and forth. Of course, throughout the match, Vince McMahon was favouring Sheamus, and he was always go slow for Roman. But of course, Roman's temper got the better of him and knocked out Vince. And then Scott Armstrong came in and started to favour Sheamus. But Roman Reigns is like, nah, I know what you did to Daniel Bryan. Up yours. Boom! Superman punch. I think Vince gets up at one point. But Stephanie McMahon gets down to the ring. Storms stands on the bottom rope for height. And she's just shouting at Reigns. And then into the rope. Knocks into Stephanie. That's Vince, by the way. Sets up the spear Vince. Sheamus hits 2 bro kicks. And I'm like, oh, damn. And for some reason, McMahon isn't counting the pin. He should have. Yeah, and that's when Scott Armstrong comes in. Armstrong tries to stand Reigns up. Superman punches, and then Sheamus gets the spear hit on him, and John Cone runs down to count the pinfall. I thought it was John Cena. Anyway, yeah, fun match, fun main event for the first Raw of the year. And Vince grabs the referee and knocks him out with one right hand, and then he grabs the microphone and he goes, and then he says, "As the chairman and CEO of this company, you will defend your WWE World Heavyweight Championship inside the Royal Rumble match." Oh, fucking damn. What? The 30-man Royal Rumble match will now be put on the line for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. That was a shit sentence. Sorry about that. But yeah, it's going to be Roman Reigns and a bunch of other guys competing for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Holy shit. Awesome. Awesome idea. That means we can set up so many things. Will Roman Reigns able to retain? Will we see a new champion crown? Who knows? Which leaves a lot of possibilities for the main event of WrestleMania. I mean, Lesnar's said Lesnar's going to return next week, which he will probably say he's going to enter the Royal Rumble. I think he's the most likely to win, in my opinion, and he's going to win the WWE title. And then maybe this will set up Reigns versus Lesnar 2, even though personally I don't really want to see that. Well, kinda. I'm not saying the match is going to be shit. I think they could have a fucking awesome match. But I think we should have a big draw or something like that for it. But anyway, what I think of this Raw, I'm going to give this a sideways. You know, there were some moments that weren't that memorable, but there were a lot of moments that I thought were really fucking good, like Jericho, main event, and the announcement for the Royal Rumble. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you have enjoyed. Make sure to give it a like if you did. Comment down below what you thought of tonight's Raw. Make sure to hit the subscribe button if you want to see more content from me. My Twitter and my Instagram is at JackaManLove31 if you want to follow me on there. Thank you so much for watching. Let's hope 2016 doesn't suck. And I am out in 3, 2, 1.